I went to the movies to see Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and I left the movie theater learning an important life lesson that movie theaters are scams. Before we even go to watch the movie, we have to wait a little bit because Rise of the Planet of the Apes wasn't starting until like 30 minutes later. So we decided to buy a pizza from the movie theater. And it took around 15 minutes and it cost $17. So we thought we were gonna get like a decently sized pizza. He said the size of a football, right? A football is pretty big, like comparatively to a pizza, you know? But when we got it, I think it was like 6 slices of just the most disgusting shit you ever seen. And it was so fucking small. It was probably like this. My head is this big. It was probably like this by like this. Like that's how tall the pizza was, and this is how long it was. Like that shit is so fucking disappointing, and it cost $17. And I'm so fed up with the fact that I had to spend my hard-earned $17 on that pizza, wait for it, and then the guy who sold it to us had the audacity to say, "Oh, it's about the size of a football." Like, what the fuck are you talking about the size of a football, bro? Like, that shit is not the size of a football. If anything, that would be the size of a baseball if you cut it in half and laid it flat. Like, that is how big the fucking pizza was. And it was $17. I don't think y'all understand. And that was before the snacks and everything else. Now, let me go on to the snacks. The snacks themselves, a big bag of popcorn was like $15, plus a drink was like another, I want to say 3. So that's already another 17, 18 gone, you know? So that's already fucking like 40 something dollars gone, like 30 something, I don't know the math, but it was already fucking gone by the time we didn't even enter the theater. And then when I entered the theater, we got tickets all the way in the back because it was a rather big screen for what we were seeing. The movie Planet of the Apes, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, it was a good movie. I thought the last 3 were decent, and this one was pretty good. So let's move off of that for a second, though. So we went in there, and then we were the first people to get in. We were in the very back, and then these kids, like a group of like 5 kids, sat directly next to us. And these kids were talking, wearing fake Yeezy slides, like no shit, fake Yeezy slides, fucking Crocs on. They were all wearing neon Yeezy slides or neon Crocs, like no joke. And they were like fake coughing into my direction and shit. Like, I was getting heated, and I know that I cannot assault a child, so of course I didn't do nothing. But like, if they were just a few years older, I would have smacked at least one of them, you know, and I had people with me, so it wouldn't have been unfair. So, but then kids were just like fake coughing into my popcorn and shit. Like, what kind of fucking world do you think that is funny in? Like, I was just so fucked up. And during the whole movie, I would just look over to the side to my friend and just do this. Because they were just so fucking annoying, talking and shit. And they kept on leaving during the movie. They would leave like 5 at a time. Like to leave, and then they would come back 15 minutes later just to pop up and then watch the movie again. And then like around 3/4 into the movie, they left. And I realized that they had bought a whole bunch of fucking candy and left it there on the seats. And so I didn't want to be rude. I didn't take none of it. But when the movie ended itself, it was still there. The candy was still there, and the kids had left. And so I looked over to my friend saying, "Hey bro, there's like 5 boxes of Sour Patch Kids right here, and the kids are gone." And you know, we took them. We took the candy. I'm not gonna lie to you. We took the candy. Each of them candies is like $7 or some shit. So that's a major profit. And it was like 5 of them, because them kids were messy as hell too. They had a whole bunch of other empty candy wrappers everywhere, left all their drinks, popcorn all over the floor. So we basically did the workers a service by taking the fucking not open shit and bringing it with us. And we got hella shit from that. I don't think it was just Sour Patch Kids. It was also like Dippin' Dots, I think, some. And then it was something else that was like a chocolate, like Malteser type shit, you know. But when we took those, you know, we didn't feel bad at all. At least I didn't, because I had to sit next to those kids the whole fucking time and look at the offensive shoes that they were wearing, and look at and they were all very blonde. Like, I'm not sure what it was, but like, they all looked unnaturally blonde and very tall. like not tall as in like my height, but like they were tall for being in like 11 years old, you know? Like you could tell they were really young, but they were kind of tall. And then the other half was super tall, but then the other half was like 5'4", but they were also like the same age. You know, whenever you see like a really short person in high school and go, damn, that's what they looked like, but like a child. So they were basically children at that point. But you know, they had some really tall children and then really short children, but it was like a group of fucking 7. So that kind of pissed me off, and I was wondering to myself, who the fuck brought him there? Because I didn't see no parents walk in with him, and I didn't see no parents walk out with him. So I was just very confused. They were very rude, and just going to the movie theater, right? The seats are nice, I guess, but they're a bit loud, you know, because they're all leather. You know, you move your shit, you're just creaking like type shit. So it's like the seats are all right. Your ass will get a bit sweaty if it's a hotter room, because some movie theaters be hot as shit, like especially in Florida, but some of them can be cold if they got the AC, like the ones in like Orlando and shit like that. But them kids, I don't think you understand how fucking obnoxious they were, just like saying this weird shit. Like, it's not even weird shit, it's just like new age shit. It's like the Skibidi Toilet for newer kids. Like, I thought Skibidi Toilet was like the new shit, but they were just saying a bunch of whole new bullshit. And I was just kind of like, I was sitting there thinking to myself, what the fuck am I going through, bro? Am I already that old to where I don't understand what the fuck is happening no more? And it's like, I'm kind of glad I took the candy just for the off chance that they came back and wanted it. And like, if they did come back, my fault. That candy is in my fucking stomach now. And, you know, I didn't steal it because you left it there for like half an hour. You left the building probably, so I'm just kind of defending myself on here. But that is really my movie theater experience, you know? Like, who the fuck wants to go to a movie theater and experience all that bullshit? Like, the tickets weren't that expensive. They were like $7 per person. But usually they're fucking expensive as shit. So we were kind of surprised on that. But also, it's just the people who we were around fucking ruin it so much. And there's always one baby crying no matter what movie you go to. And so I'm just kind of fed up with movies at this point, you know, considering movies are like such a profitable thing somehow. Like, who the fuck goes to a movie theater anymore? And apparently a lot of people, and I regret being one of them. And it probably won't happen again, I'll be honest. I'm not sure if I'll go to another one after this experience, but just in case I meet those kids again, out of the fucking billions of people on earth, if I see those kids again and recognize them, I'm fucking walking out of the building. Like, I am so genuinely pissed off that they were just so obnoxious for no reason, you know? Like, even when I was a kid, yeah, sure, you'd say some funny shit in the movie to make everybody laugh, but that was to make everybody laugh. They were just doing it to the little friends and getting fucking crickets from the rest of the crowd. Like, I don't know, man. These movie theaters, really. And just kind of like the new I don't know. Maybe I'm getting older, but the new gen of kids is just fucking punks, man. Like, I sound old as shit for saying that, but they're just fucking punks, man. But that's gonna be the end of the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.